welcome to the update. I'm Talisa Ryder. Instagram is rolling out a major safety upgrade today that it claims will better protect children online. It's introducing new teen accounts for users aged 13 to 15 with privacy settings to be turned on by default. Tech expert Trevor Long says it puts the responsibility back on parents to safeguard their kids.
This is basically forcing a bunch of restrictions that do exist but are never really opted into by teenagers, like making their accounts private. And any of the changes they want to make as a teenager need to be made by a parent.
Aussies are again being urged not to travel to Lebanon in the wake of an attack that's killed at least 9 people and injured nearly 3,000 more. Hundreds of handheld Hezbollah pages have exploded across the country. The terror group is blaming Israel. The federal government is facing fierce pushback as it tries to pass its new Help to Buy scheme through Parliament. The Prime Minister is hinting at the possibility of a rare double dissolution as the opposition and Greens move to block the bill. Housing Minister Claire O'Neill says the government is determined to pass the legislation.
Even if the Liberals and the Greens are going to stand in the path of our government, it is just one weapon in the arsenal. What our government is doing is something that we haven't seen a Commonwealth government do in a very long time, and that is say that the Commonwealth's got a real role and a responsibility here.
More than 36 people have been arrested across the country as federal police crack down on criminal networks using an encrypted app. A 32-year-old man accused of being the mastermind behind the network called Ghost has been taken into custody in Western Sydney. Police say they foiled several murder plots and busted an illicit drug trade. And unions will be out in force in Sydney and Melbourne again today in a show of support for the CFMEU. The Melbourne March is set to include several senior ex-officials accused of serious corruption involving millions of dollars of members' money. Sport and entertainment are next. In sport, the 2026 Commonwealth Games are back on. The Scottish Government has confirmed its support for Glasgow to host the event after Victoria controversially pulled out. It'll be a scaled-back version compared to previous years, with only 10 sports taking place. And the Brisbane Lions insist skipper Lachie Neale will play in Saturday's preliminary final against Geelong at the MCG after a foot issue. In entertainment news, a federal judge has rejected a $50 million bail application by P. Diddy. Officials say the rapper is facing charges of racketeering, sex trafficking and transportation to engage in prostitution. He'll now sit behind bars until his trial. Gigi Hadid has thrown a wholesome party for daughter Kai's 4th birthday. In a snap shared by sister Alana Hadid, the supermodel can be seen leaning over a table to talk to her daughter, who had a Yoda-themed birthday cake. And Miley Cyrus has found herself in some legal trouble for her hit Flowers. The pop star is being sued for allegedly copying portions of Bruno Mars's song When I Was Your Man, the suit being brought by Tempo Music. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcast News team. We'll have another episode of The Update for you later on.